Okay, let's go out in instant action for a quick warm-up round before we play a campaign mission, maybe two. Honestly, there's not much more to see. So let's randomise the crap out of this and just see what we get. There we go, that seems pretty fair. Smash random a bunch. Look at this motherfucker. Oh yes, we're definitely playing this guy. Okay, we're gonna take out a giant assault mech. Let's take out the assault mech we all know and love. I guess the Atlas K would probably be more useful, I guess, if that makes sense. Let's take the RS though, just because I like its weapon set. Oh god, it is the Tonga from NSP World. You know, I don't give a shit what these guys have. Let's just give them all something different. Who gives a crap? The AI's dumb as shit. They're probably just going to drive it into a wall anyway. Let's give the final guy a Victor, because Victors are crap. And that'd be funny. Let's give him a Victor with a Gauss cannon. Doesn't get much dumber than that. We are way over tonnage. This should be a comp stomp. But, as you're about to see, the AI cheats.
Attention. Prepare for battle-like departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Yes, we are sat in one eye of the Atlas because that's rad as fuck.
Online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems phenomenal.
This is a surgical strike, Commander. Our client wants us to take out a number of structures within this vicinity. Scout the points marked on your map, and identify the specific buildings our client wants destroyed, then take them out.
Blow up a bunch of shit. Can do.
Falling in fire formation, Commander.
Okay, so what you're going to see here is friendly mechs that are kind of stupid, and enemy vehicles that respawn just in seconds. Look at that, here comes a helicopter already, I think. Is that heading for me? That's my dropship, so I guess it must be.
Target acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
Yeah, it is. I guess you're not sneaky when you drop from space in a fucking 300 meter long dropship. And then just hover like a kilometer from the enemy base.
Target destroyed.
At least the music's rad. I didn't nail the music.
Target down.
You know, I'm probably going to rag on this a bit while we're playing. While we're streaming, rather. But the truth is, I'm having fun with it.
Target acquired.
My kill.
Target destroyed.
Right, now you're going to start to see the main problem. Those tanks can respawn infinitely.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
And they can respawn right next to us. So at some point you're going to see a tank just appear out of nowhere right next to me.
Target destroyed.
Man, feel bad for that thing. Oh look, there they are, they're back already.
Objective down.
Tango down.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool. Ooh, Hunchback.
Ledge target received.
There we go, damage from the rear. Look at that, tanks everywhere. And therein lies this game's major flaw. The biggest flaw is these fucking tanks. Now, I wouldn't care if it was the harassers, but it's not, it's these guys. These guys have firepower that rivals a heavy mech. Like, they are dangerous. Like, one of those things is about as heavily armed as my Mauler. You know, that's not firepower to sniff at, and they come back and they just rush you over and over. Now, if we were in the single player campaign, I'd be exploiting that for all it's worth, and I'd just be in a light mech, armed with an autocannon. All I'd do is just sprint right at the target objectives and ignore my teammates. And let the enemy tanks respawn on my teammates. Because what do I give a shit if they live or die? And I just use the speed to run away from the respawns, but, you know, we're not doing that because we're in heavy mechs.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Wait till we hit a fuel dump though and blow like half a base sky high. Like, that's rad when it happens. Like this thing here, which I'm stupidly walking past. Oh, it wasn't fueled. Oh well.
Critical. Nice shot, Commander.
Target destroyed.
Oh shit. That was a reactor meltdown.
Engaging with Lance. Good kill, Commander. That mech is going critical.
Target acquired.
Got another one.
Target destroyed.
Wait, why am I shooting that? We're a 100-ton mech. That thing's a radar dish. Wow.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
SRMs are actually dangerous. Don't get shot by them.
I got it.
Target destroyed.
Oh no, it's this poor building. Whatever will we do?
That target off the list.
Target acquired.
Well, oh, a heavy mech.
Copy. We're on
You guys deal with that. I'll deal with the Takano. I have arm lock enabled, so my torso turn's actually slower than it should be, which is why you see me not tracking targets smoothly.
Destroyed.
Otherwise, hilarious stuff like this happens. You see how my crosshairs are separating, and one isn't catching up to the other? That's a limitation of the mech, not the game derping. So, you can't hold that against the game. That is working as intended.
Acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
The rifleman?
Target received. Engaging.
That might be the same rifleman. Ooh, and a catapult. Things are getting hairy.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Yeah, let's kill this thing. This is a little tactic I like to call eat shit, I'm an Atlas. Whoops, I'm a little bit too close to that.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I got it.
Yeah, I took a right kicking there. Going up against a heavy mech like that is not a good idea.
Target destroyed.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
The way some buildings fall apart though, like look at that. Like, that is spectacular.
Target acquired.
Target down.
Target destroyed.
Target down.
Target
Sucks to be that chopper.
incoming missile. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
And I know that view bob looks excessive, but it really doesn't feel that bad when you're playing. Like, I thought it looked terrible when I first started, but it really isn't as bad as it looks.
Yeah.
Oh, they are fueled. Let's not walk in there then.
Commander. That's one less target.
Okay, mission
That was a
accomplished.
great
Time to
showing,
retreat.
Commander. Our benefactor will be pleased with our success. Now get back to the dropship ASAP.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Destroyed.
Got another one. Getting into formation, Commander.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I got it.
That sure is a nice car he's got there. Like, even though that is like so badly not canon, it's not even funny. The leopard coming in and just hovering like that is super cool. We can even laser it, and it does nothing.
Great showing, Commander. Our employers will be pleased.
Screw that building in particular. Yeah, most mechs of that size, I mean, they were fighting an assault mech. You know, the kind of thing that can take an entire lance on its own. So what we're going to do now is I'm actually going to drop the difficulty down to about 30. That's about appropriate for light mechs. And we're going to rerun that mission in smaller mechs. To give you a sense of the scale, because we were in like a... I don't know how tall the Atlas is. Let's say, I don't know, 70 feet. I am going to take one of my favourites, the Locust. 2 lasers and machine guns will do me nicely. You can customise these, by the way. I'm just not, because I can't be arsed. Let's take a Jenna and another light. Let's get a Panther, so we've got something with a bit of a punch with us. There we go. And then we'll give one guy a medium mech, because that's about right. And we will give him... Shadowhawk's fairly moderate. Not amazing, not shit. give him some nice all range firepower, so he's nothing special. Like, we're under tonnage here, as you can see. Before we were massively over tonnage. So now we're going in under tonnage with a lance that you'd expect to get twatted.
Warning. Hangar doors opening.
And you're going to see the difference in scale. Like, straight away we were above that gantry before.
Online. Sensors
Now we're down
online.
here.
Weapons
Barely told the
online.
ladder.
All systems nominal.
Our objective is to infiltrate and destroy a number of strategic
And look how
assets.
close to the ground we are now. We're about the size of a palm tree.
And level the marked targets.
Before, those
Warning,
palm trees were little
enemy forces
twigs up to
are
our
on high
ankles.
alert, so expect major resistance if you stick around too long.
And now we're going to do the light mech tactic of hit and run. Get behind enemy lines, sow confusion, and just sprint like your life depends on it, because it does.
Target acquired.
Got another one.
Destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Screw that tank in particular. As you can see, like, one hit like that and we've already almost lost our legs. There goes the last of my leg armor. I really can't be standing on tanks like that in this thing. Combat styles are very different depending on what mech you've got. Like, look how much this thing gets bogged down in stuff we didn't even notice in the bigger mech. The sense of scale is amazing. Can't tell if that's in the valley or up the cliff. I guess we'll go up the cliff and just see.
Target acquired.
I got it. Component lost. I repeat, component lost.
There's one, I saw a chopper right in front of me. It's on top of the cliff, wonderful.
Target down.
That was easy. Swing back down the mountain path, I think, to get out of here. Get back the way we came. Right into that horde of choppers.
Target acquired.
Component lost.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Look at that horde of choppers!
Got another one.
And they can't do anything to us because we're too fast.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
When I said I was going to exploit the way the spawns work, I really meant it.
Enemy eliminated.
Machine guns and flamethrowers do more damage to buildings. If you're wondering why buildings are going down easier with a machine gun than they did with a giant cannon that fires shells the size of a car. It's because the game's biased to work that way.
Target destroyed.
Damn, lost that component.
Acquired.
Enemy destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Okay, we've blown through about half our machine gun ammo. We've almost lost one of our legs. To be fair, we've also not been using evasive maneuvers, we've just been sprinting.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We've not been using tactics, nothing special or...
Scratch that target.
Yeah, screw that building.
That's the last of
Can we
the
go through the
targets,
big one?
Commander.
Nope.
Now get back here before hostiles converge on your position.
Screw that turret in particular. Ooh, you might get to see the dropship shooting. For the first time in MechWarrior history, a leopard actually uses its guns. Come on, start shooting, please. That'd be awesome.
Mission complete, Commander. Let's go home.
And of course, 2 of my teammates died and lost 2 mechs, and the other one was almost dead. But you know, who gives a shit, because it's instant action.
Structure failure. Lost the component.
And there goes the other one. So yeah, those guys died, but, you know, whatever. They're not important. We survived. We dealt 204 damage. Okay, let's run a campaign mission to round it out for shits and giggles. I haven't got many mechs yet. In fact, I think I've only got like 3 or 4. So this isn't going to be particularly exciting, but you know, you'll see the way gameplay changes when you have to actually worry about damage to your gear and what it's going to cost. Here we are in the mech bay. This guy just stands here like a gimp. Because of course he does. Look at those fucking animations, they're terrible. Looks like he's made out of Play-Doh. Remember on like the old Shader Model 3 games? Like Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, where everybody looked like they were made of plastic? Like moulded onto a sock full of bricks? That's what he looks like. He reminds me of Crichton from Red Dwarf, a character famous for having an ugly head. Anyways, are my mechs ready for combat? Yes, they are. Let's see what contracts are available. Ah, nice easy assassination. So we're pretty friendly with Davian, we've been doing some missions. We can max these out, so no need to think about how we're negotiating. And we're allowed to take 145 tons. Which is over budget. I should have looked 20 tons. We cannot fit anything that's 20 tons. Okay, I want the Griffin. He can have the Centurion. And the other guy can have a Phoenix Hawks. God damn it. Fine. He can have the Locust just because the Spider's missing a gun. Now, once you select the contract from the contract menu when we've done the negotiating, it actually continues loading even if you leave the menu. So, say you want to, I don't know, paint a mech or, I don't know, go look at the star map, maybe you're thinking of abandoning the contract, like, that's fine, you can go do that. Well, that sounds pretty cool.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
Okay, so we're gonna have some multiple name targets on the ground that'll have mechs that are better than the other guys.
Online. Sensors
And we need to kill them.
online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This bounty is only payable if we bring the entire group to justice.
Okay, this is the closer objective, so we're going to hit him first.
And ensure that everyone on our list is found and dealt with before we can pack it in.
Thinking if we go up that windy valley, we can approach without exposing ourselves to the flanks for the second target. Oh yeah, there's night vision too, but it's pointless. So we're just going to stomp right in here and just lay waste to this base.
Target acquired.
Oh shit. This thing only has one PAC. And I fired again too early.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Positive identification on primary. Negative identification on secondaries. Watch
There
your
he
six.
is. So with this mech, we want to avoid getting within about 200 meters of him. To make the most out of our missiles and PPC's disruption effect. This mech does run hot though, so if he doesn't go down fast, we're in trouble. He's almost down.
Target Alpha
Get
has
him.
been neutralized.
Hostile mechs coming for backup though. Let's tell our guys to ignore them.
Target
Hopefully we can slip away before they make it up here.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, we're on a good path. Hopefully our guys will take out that tank, not just leave it shooting us in the back.
Target acquired.
Yeah.
Target destroyed.
This valley's going to very helpfully limit the angles they can attack us at, so we've got a nice clean run to the target here. We just got to hope our mechs stay with me and not bollock about up there like they are doing.
Follow the commander.
Come on, you bellends. See the PPC on the right side of the cockpit, down low, you can see that little barrel sticking out, that's the PPC arm. There's also a third person view, which is pretty cool.
There they are, Commander. Take them out and let's get the hell out of here.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Boom. Nothing says screw you House Karita scum like PPCs to an aircraft. Oh shit, that is a lot of them. He's only in a Panther though. It does have PPCs, but
Target is down.
that also means he's going to be easy prey because he's not got much armour. Broke my own rule, went in too close. Damn, overheating. One last volley and we'll let the mech cool off while the others fight.
I got it.
We'll just stay back on support duty for a while.
Target destroyed.
Oh, it's lost one of its arms. Hopefully it's PPC arm. Let's move in and finish it. One of its legs is gone. We might be able to salvage this. Yeah, its legs are gone.
Keep it up.
That mech is ours.
I'm getting 0 reactor signature from the targets. Looks like we've got them all. That bounty is ours.
It'd be quicker to
Break
go
off that
overland.
case of Timbiki Dark when you get back to the ship circling.
You see the disruption effect from the PPC though? Yeah, the HUD went all wibbly.
With you.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
We're just going to walk right over this turret so it doesn't shoot us in the arse. Because it has
Target destroyed.
long range weapons. Like, this is a good looking game, right? I would not call this a simulator though. I'd call MechWarrior 4 a mech simulator. And I'd call Steel Battalion a mech simulator. I would not call this a mech simulator, I'd call it a mech shooter. We came out of that fine. We don't have much in share costs, so we're just going to grab whatever's worth the most, regardless of what it is. Anyway, our guy went up in level. He's now better at reducing damage taken, and he is better at reducing overheating. Excellent. His skills in other weapons have also gone up from using them, as have mine. And we took out insurance for 175,000 in damages, and we took 112,000 in damages, so that gets added onto our payout. So all this damage is free, basically. We haven't paid for any of it. Well, technically we have to pay for it, but if we got given the money to make the repairs, basically. And with that done, we have a decent amount of money, actually. Given the amount of money we have, let's take a trip to Bremen. So you can not only see the cool cinematic that hides the loading screen, but also so we can visit the black market and see if we can find a mech to buy. They've got shit. They have absolute shit. In fact, I'm thinking about selling them that spider. Let's hold on to it for now and go check out one more system. Ooh, hello. Rare mechs on the market. Let's go there. Yeah, like it's... Trying to describe it in terms of simulator action isn't really fair, because that's like that's a sliding scale. If you've played MechWarrior Online, then you've got an idea of what kind of depth to expect. But like scale back your expectations a bit. It's less simulator than MechWarrior Online, but it's more simulator than, I don't know, Front Mission Evolved. Oh, that costs a fortune. Man, good job I was going to sell one of these mechs, right? Sucks to be you, Spider, but I'm buying another Griffin. Although that fire starter would be tasty. Fire starter would be very tasty. Nah, screw it. Griffin it is, because you never have enough PPCs. Let's actually see about customizing this one. So, first off, gotta have a Steiner paint job. And then, let's see about sticking some different guns on it. Strip it, actually. Yeah, let's not strip the mech. There's lots of other stuff on there. You can't really put any bigger LRMs on it. We do have some tasty lasers though. That laser, for example, PPC's more powerful, but the laser cycles faster and puts out way less heat, which would probably allow us to drop a heatsink. You know what, we're going to do it for shits and giggles. It is now the Griffin with a laser. As you can see, there's all kinds of different weapon types. You've got rockets, cannons. I don't have any filter arm AMS gear yet, so I don't have any mechs with AMS capability. But your jump jets. Stupidly enough, you can't put jump jets on a mech that didn't have them before. Which is very frustrating. You know, but otherwise not a huge issue. So yeah, this mech's got way better cooling now because we generate less heat with the weapon. We've got the same missile loadout as the Griffin we were just in. But we've also got 2 tons more armour because this laser was 2 tons lighter than the previous weapon. That'll be ready to go by the time we get back to a battle zone. It's difficulty 5. Technically we could do it, we are level 5. Shit, war zones fucking suck, that can eat a dick, we're not doing that. Let's go for a demolition of the Sun Prairie. Actually, let's make sure that Davion's the one offering the mission first, because I'm trying to get rep with them. Honestly, I was playing Assault Gunners HD, you know, the PSP game ported to PC and Switch. I was playing that on my Switch, because I got it for £3, and that was a damn good game. Like, you know, you've got to bear in mind it's a Switch game, so and not expect anything too crazy from it. But it was good. It was fun. That was the front mission action game we should have gotten. And yeah, we're so well in with these guys, we can just max out the negotiation. They're like, we know you can do it, we don't care. You know, just go in with whatever you've got, and we'll pay you for it. In fact, I'm going to try out that new one. Yeah, there we go. We'll try out that refit Griff and see how it handles. The appeal of the Griffin for me, I think, is that it has a lot of armour and decent speed for its size. You know, it's a 55-ton mech and it has like 10 tons of armour. You know, this thing can brawl with the best of them, even though it's got long-range weapons equipped. You know, yeah, I could swap those out for SRMs and, you know, a short-range laser, but I'm not going to.
Our employer wants this urban centre wiped off the map. This is going to be a dirty one, Commander. Let's just get this over with.
Target destroyed.
Okay, so our guys have just acknowledged that we're attacking an urban centre. This is not a military base we're taking down. We are the assholes here. These are the missions that kind of sort of bring home the MechWarrior lore a bit more. Like, mercenary companies do some dirty shit.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
You know, and they don't care. As long as the money's rolling in, they don't give a shit if what they're doing is murder or not. Like, they'll go stomp on civilians. They'll kick an orphanage into the ocean.
Target destroyed.
Goddamn harassers.
Target destroyed.
Let's stand on this one.
I got it.
Screw this tank in particular. Ouch, that hurt.
Target acquired.
Standing on things full of explosives hurts. Who knew?
Target.
Flash target.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, we had to demolish this town, it said. See the water vaporize there and rain down like that is cool.
Target
That is so well done.
Into your target, Commander.
Ah, one of its legs died. Oh, it's off again.
At reduced efficiency. Keep on smashing.
Tango destroyed.
But these aren't armoured buildings either, they're just civilian stuff. So we're not going to waste our ammo on them. Yeah, let's not stand on the SRM carrier. That has way more missiles than I'm willing to stand on.
Keep going.
Target destroyed.
Bop.
Our payday is nearly here, Commander. Just keep smashing.
Ooh, that spider could be a problem. Doesn't have a lot of firepower, but its machine guns can chew through our armour. Lance, why aren't you shooting it in the back?
That's it, Commander. You completely destroyed this area. Great work. Best
Guys,
get to the
why is nobody else shooting this?
before more reinforcements arrive.
Destroyed.
Following your lead. I got it.
Mwah.
Armor at critical levels. Lost a component.
So yeah, it also hammers home that you're a mercenary company. Hanging around to fight after your objective's done is just point wasting money. You know, just leg it. Once the mission's done, kill anything in your way and get out.
Commander, stand by.
Target acquired.
I'm not getting paid for shooting things. I got paid for standing on buildings. I think we've got time for one more. And yeah, we've just been kicking the shit out of insurgents in Korea because fuck Korea. A locust, nice. Now we don't actually want the locust, but we're gonna take it. Ooh, that's nasty. We only paid for coverage for about 300,000 in damages, so we're gonna have to eat a massive loss there. Because this asshole decided to go up close fighting with a griffin armed with clone range weaponry. Right, we don't actually want this mech, so we're not going to do anything with it. What we are going to do is go to the marketplace, go a Locust 1V. The thing we didn't want. Oh look, it's still worth almost all its points, even though most of it's burnt to death. That thing was more bullet holes than mech, and we still sold it for a stupid amount of money. Okay, so he didn't lose any weapons on my mech. Actually, that was bait 1. That was... oh no, it is my mech. Never mind. Centurion didn't lose any weapons, even though it took massive damage. The Griffin did. It lost its PPC, the most valuable item on it. So now, like an asshole, I'm going to go and put another PPC on it. Because the AI is dumb as shit. Like, I really can't emphasize that enough. And there's no more jobs here, so while that's repairing, we are going to fly somewhere else. Let's go... let's do a defense contract. I don't like them. Make sure it's yep, Davion's offering the defense contract. Like, you can see what mechs you're going to come up against and what factions they belong to as well. That fills in as you explore. So that'll be mostly blank when you first start playing. This system has a black market. Convenient. They're selling some nice guns in the black market. I am rather tempted by that, actually. We don't really have 2 million to waste, though. So, instead we're going to do a defense mission. Why yes, Mr. Davian. I will take all your money. And wait, the repairs didn't go through? The hell? Oh. There we go. We had just enough time before the mission's deadline. Let's give him the Bay 3-1 back. Sorry, the Bay 1-1 back, and we'll take the PPC again. In fact, let's actually take the Centurion, so you can see some different firepower. Okay, and we're going to be defending...
The workers in the settlement have asked for our protection.
Defending something.
Let's get there and
Jesus, where are we, Fartland? Seriously, the fuck is this? It's like we're on Venus or something. So this mech has a pair of medium lasers, an autocannon 10, that's the second largest, and an LRM-10, which the Griffin also has.
Like we made it here just
So we've got a
time,
lot of
Commander.
long-range firepower with the LRMs, PPC and large laser. And the camp's already taking
We
fire.
can't thank you enough for coming to our aid,
Oh, a friendly
Commander.
mech.
We have a visual on you.
There's a
Nothing on the
friendly
scopes
mech.
at the moment,
Awesome.
but don't get comfortable. Hostiles have been reported in the area.
Target destroyed. Target
Additional bogies setting an intercept course on your position.
Right now the tank's more dangerous than that Locust, so I'll just leave the other mechs to deal with him.
target destroyed.
Aggro works on a very simple system.
Enemy forces
Enemy mechs just target whatever shot them last.
chase them down and keep them away from us.
So there you see. He went right up to the edge of the missile range. 175 meters. Any more and I'd have been able to shoot him. Oh shit, there's a helicopter.
Target acquired.
You guys finish that, I'm going after the chopper. Did it
You
crash?
must have really kicked
I
over
see
the
smoke.
beehive here, Commander. More hostiles inbound.
The path is blocked, Commander.
Don't come into the city, you assholes. No! Look, this is why. That's why I don't want them in the city.
Target received. Engaging.
Hostiles are focusing on the facilities.
Good, it's going for my
Engage the
left arm.
hostiles to draw them off the buildings.
Mate. As long as he's damaging my left arm, that's an empty component. There's nothing in that arm. So he can shoot that all he wants. As long as the right arm survives. Yes, run away.
Target acquired.
LRMs when something absolutely has to die. Or not, because they fire like a shotgun blast. And so they're completely unpredictable.
Target destroyed.
Okay, 5 more targets. I'm guessing 1, maybe 2 battle mechs. maybe a chopper or two.
My scope is lighting up with more targets converging.
See, that thing just
on your
spawned out of
position, Commander.
nowhere. That's why
Say
this game's
something.
bullshit. That is what sucks.
New target acquired. Target
3 mechs, goddamn.
Share target
You guys deal with
identified.
that cicada. I will deal with this cicada. And yes, that was a friendly that just shot me in the face because he's a dickhole. And then we will all circle jerk on that final locust together. Once the cicadas are dealt with.
New target acquired.
Come on, take him down.
Target destroyed.
Oh no, you're not. You're not going to the city, you asshole. Get out of here.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I don't give a shit about that locust right now. In fact, let's set the other griffin on it if we can. Where's it gone?
Priority target received.
Ammo low.
Okay, we're down to our last 8 shots. We're almost through his back armour. A couple more hits and it'll go down.
Destroyed.
There we go.
Target acquired.
This guy's in good health.
We have your target, Commander.
Would help if I hit him. Oh, his rear armour's down. One good hit to the back and he's done for.
Depleting.
Where you going, tiny mech? Yes. Run. Run like your life depends on it. These assholes gonna shoot him at
Target
all.
identified.
It'd be dead like 5 times over now if those assholes had fire on it. So I mean about the AI being dumb and using PPCs in melee range. It's because they're dumb and use PPCs in melee range.
Target destroyed.
So we might as well blow its
Congratulations,
leg
Commander.
off.
These people owe their lives to you.
So that's MechWarrior. Well, MechWarrior 5. It's a lot of fun, but it has some serious flaws, like the AI being dumb. And again, just because we need money, we're just going to take the mech because it's worth the most. And again, the dick nuts armed with the PPC shot the shit out of all of us and mostly himself. And that's why you don't give PPCs to the AI. So yeah, we're just going to sell that in the black market. I misclicked. You don't get the full price of things that you sell in the black market, but, you know, who gives a shit? Like, I really want that. I really do, just because it's an Irby and Irby's are dumb. Oh, look at that. He destroyed the good laser we had. you can't give the AI anything nice. Luckily, I had 2 of them. I didn't destroy any guns. I nearly totaled the mech, and most of it's burnt and smashed and the armor's fallen off, but at least I didn't break any guns. So yeah, that's Battletech in a nutshell. The AI is going to break your stuff and you're probably going to get mad at them. But then you're going to have fun stomping on buildings. Like, another cool thing is walking around in here, the sense of scale. Like, look how cool that is. You can see the reflection in the metal. I'm up to this thing's ankle. Not even up to its ankle. Its ankle's like up there. Like, I'm head height with the bottom of its ankle. And this thing, you know, these things are huge and that's medium size. Glorious 45-ton Phoenix Hawk. Yeah. Those are some nice looking mechs. Anyways, that is it for the night. Thank you for watching. It has been a blast.